Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know. First and foremost, time and energy is the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, getting to that moolah, getting to that guap, getting to that paper, stacking that dough, that gwizzy. You understand me? But always keep in front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now listen, don't be alarmed. You feel me? Got the dishwasher going right now. Just ate a beautiful dinner, a Sunday dinner, late night, up late night. Now listen, you know, I wanted to tap in with the people because cook Sunday dinner, chill with the family, uh, did some studying for some endorsements that I'm about to get on my CDLs. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to add the hazmat endorsement, and I'm about to add the tankers endorsement to the CDL. So I've been doing some studying, practice exams, and that carried me late into the night. And scrolling through social media, you already know how we do with Instagram and all that. I instantly saw something that made me say, I got to tap in with the people. I'm going to tap in with the people. You understand me? Now, we all know what's going on with P. Diddy. We all know what's going on with Puffy. We all know what's going on with AKA Mr. I Wanna Party. Yeah, I Wanna Party. Mr. I Wanna Party himself. We all know what's going on with him. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm not defending Puff Daddy. When it comes to the higher ups and the elites, they're gonna have puppets, and they puppets are gonna be put to work. They puppets are gonna work overtime. You know what I mean? They puppets are gonna be put in situations and put in high places so that they can attract the youngsters. They can entice young people. They can entice young artists. They can entice and they can bait in young actors and actresses, and they can get these people in compromising positions. You understand what I'm saying? And once they get put in compromising positions, that's when they get to take full advantage. Full advantage. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not defending Puff Daddy in one way, in no way, no shape, way, form, or fashion am I defending Puff Daddy. But it was red flags all over the field. Red flags thrown all over the field, and my wheels get to turning. My wheels get to turning. This is a late night tap in. So I don't expect too many people to be tapped in. I don't expect too many people to be in the building, but it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Diddy, Diddy did wrong. Diddy is in trouble. Diddy is on the chopping block. But you gotta ask yourself one question. Why is it that when it comes to the black celebrities, why is it that when it comes to the black puppets that fall up under the higher ups and the elites, they gotta get assassinated. They gotta get their characters assassinated. You understand? But when it comes to these other puppets, because you gotta know something. You gotta know something. It's puppets of all different shape, form, and fashions. It's puppets on all different races. And that's what I want to talk about right now. That's what I want to tap into. And I mean, it's not just P. Diddy. It go all the way back to R. Kelly. It go all the way back to these higher up and elites and these puppets that they got under them. When it come to the music business, when it come to Hollywood, when it come to all these different social media outlets, they got their puppets. But for some reason, the white puppets get away with murder. The white puppets, they get away with absolute murder. And when they get caught, it gets wiped under the rug. It gets wiped under the rug. But then when you have a P. Diddy, when you have a R. Kelly, when you have a Bill Cosby, whatever you want to call it, they got to get plastered all over the news. They got to get plastered all over social media. They got to have their characters assassinated. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But this is gonna lead me into another angle because, again, I'm going to sit right here with this one for right now. But it's gonna lead me into a bigger picture, a broader scheme of things, a whole nother angle. We gonna talk about this. Now, if you seen the thumbnail, I'm sure you seen the thumbnail when you came over here. You know what I mean? I'm sure you seen the thumbnail. I'm sure you seen the title, homie. I'm sure you seen it. Dan Schneider. Let's talk about Dan Schneider. Now, I grew up in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby, but I was born in the 80s. So, you know, I was born in the 80s and the 90s raised me. I mean, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. But you got to know something. Nickelodeon was a pivotal part of my growing up. I grew up watching Nickelodeon. It was on Channel 29 where I'm from. Channel 29. And we watched all that. We watched iCarly. We watched the Rugrats. We watched Doug. We watched all of these different cartoons. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Not knowing that Dan Schneider was a monster in the background. Dan Schneider was the puppet under the higher-ups and the elites, taking advantage of all the little kids that went and did their thing over there at Nickelodeon. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Before we had social media, before we had this technology, it was easier for the predators to hide in the background of Hollywood. It was easy for the predators to hide in the background of Hollywood. It was easy for them to set the narrative. It was easy for them to paint a picture that would have all of the youth of America wishing and wanting to be on Nickelodeon. I mean, we all wanted to be on Nickelodeon, homie. We all had thoughts in our dreams and had thoughts in our heads saying, how exactly do these guys get to be on TV? Because if we had a shot to be on TV, we was going to take it. But you didn't know. See, back then, we didn't know the smoke and mirrors. We didn't know what was waiting in the casting office. We didn't know what you had to do on the casting couch to get on to Nickelodeon. But now we do. Now we know. Dan Schneider. He was taking full advantage of all the kids that played and worked on Nickelodeon. Dan Schneider. See, I'ma say his name over and over again. The same way y'all saying Puff Daddy name over and over again. The same way y'all saying P. Diddy name over and over again. I'ma do y'all a favor. I'ma do us a favor. And I'ma say Dan Schneider. That's his name, Dan Schneider. He had a foot fetish. Oh, I remember when I was a kid and I used to see Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon was a symbol. It was a foot. It was an orange foot, and it had Nickelodeon written across the middle. And little did I know that in due time, in the future, I would find out that that foot was there because there was a pedophile named Dan Schneider that had a foot fetish. He has a fetish for little kid feet. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you in tune with this channel, if you in tune with Grown Man Business TV, you already know I've been shooting shots at the higher-ups and the elites for a long time, my G. I've been shooting shots at the puppets for a long time. I don't discriminate when it comes to the higher-ups and the elites. I don't discriminate when it comes to the puppets. When it comes to the Diddy parties. When it comes to Lil Baby getting 4 pockets full at that all-white party. I spoke about all of that. I spoke about all of that, my G. You understand what I'm saying? So it's disgusting work. It's nasty work when I see everybody attacking Puff Daddy and discriminating. Or y'all got picks when it come to these pedophiles. Y'all got picks when it comes to these, yeah, come on, man. To these predators. So y'all got picks. Y'all wanna point out P. Diddy, but y'all wanna forget about Dan Schneider. Now let's get back to Dan Schneider. He ran Nickelodeon. Yeah, I used to, on Saturday nights, I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? On Saturday nights, I used to watch all that. Keenan and Kel. I used to watch these shows, and little did I know that Dan Schneider was sexually assaulting all of these little kids on these shows. The young girl from iCarly, oh, she said some horrendous things about Dan Schneider. She said that Dan Schneider took full advantage of her. Dan Schneider raped her. Dan Schneider. He made them girls kiss. He made them girls do sexual favors for him. These was little kids. Dan Schneider. But see, when it come to Puff Daddy, when it come to P. Diddy, when it come to R. Kelly, the mass media paints them out to be a monster. The mass media puts them in and assassinates their character. The mass media takes full advantage of a black man, of a black monster, a black predator. But they discriminate. They act like they don't know about Dan Schneider. They act like they forgot about the dude from Subway that had all the child pornography on his camcorder and on his computer. See, they forgot all about these guys. And it's disgusting work, my G. Why are we not talking about Dan Schneider? Why are we not exposing all of the damage and destruction that Dan Schneider did to all those little kids that we looked up to? My generation, we looked up to all those little kids that was on Nickelodeon. We envied those little kids that was on Nickelodeon. We wanted to be on Nickelodeon. We thought that they were stars. They were TV stars. They were famous. Little did we know that they was out there in Hollywood getting hella weird. Ooh. They was out there in Hollywood getting hella weird. And it's disgusting work that even, we gonna get into the situation. Because P. Diddy is on a chopping block. P. Diddy is being assassinated right before our eyes. But what's going on with Dan Schneider? Has he been convicted? Has he had his day in court? Why aren't the white media and all these social media outlets talking about Dan Schneider? And see, this is what you got to understand. Like I said, man, I'm doing a lot of studying right now, adding some more credentials under my belt. It's some more money to be made, but I need to have my hazmat and my tankers endorsement. So I'm going to get that. And in between doing my studies and in between, doing my test exams, doing what I do, preparing myself to take these tests, I saw something on social media that really sparked the thought. It really sparked my brain. It really threw red flags all over the field, and it really got my wheels to turning. And I want to give a big shout out to Uncle Murda. I want to give a big shout out to Uncle Murda, because Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo just did a show with DJ Vlad. And the first thing DJ Vlad wanted to ask them about was P. Diddy. DJ Vlad is a Jewish, he's from the Ukraine. He's one of those people. DJ Vlad, that's short for Vladimir. This man name is Vladimir, and he want to interview black people, hip hop culture. The whole time he taking advantage, he manipulating. He doing a lot of chess up here when it come to that. And he thought he was slick. And the first thing he asked Uncle Murda was about P. Diddy. And I gotta give a big shout out to Uncle Murda. Tony Yayo is a house. Tony Yayo, he's a porch monkey. Tony Yayo, he's gonna bend, break, and fold. Never had any respect for Tony Yayo. The way he kissed 50 Cent ass. The way he ride 50 Cent coattails. I never had any respect for Tony Yayo. But I always respected, and I want to give a big salute to Uncle Murda, because Uncle Murda stopped DJ Vladimir in his tracks, and he said, we not going to talk about Diddy. Let's talk about Dan Schneider. Let's talk about the dude from Nickelodeon that was sexually assaulting all those little kids. Big, fat, 320-pound, yeah, disgusting work. 320-pound Caucasian animal. Caucasian animal. Head full of fur. Oh, yeah, he got a head full of fur. Because I told y'all. Oh, that ain't hair, homie. This is hair. That is fur. Think about a golden retriever. Huh? Huh? What you know about a golden retriever? You ever seen one of those animals, those dogs? They shed fur everywhere. Dan Schneider is a 325-pound animal. You understand what now you gotta I really respected Uncle Murda for stopping DJ Vladimir in his tracks and telling him we not gonna talk about Diddy. Yeah, Diddy might be wrong. We not sure if he did it or not. Diddy need to have his day in court. But what about Dan Schneider? See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. This technology, it's a gift and a curse for them people. You know, y'all was able to get a lot of agendas. Y'all was able to push a lot of narratives with this technology. But the last thing you expected is that this technology would expose them. Why is it that a Puff Daddy has to be crucified and a Dan Schneider gets to walk away free after he did all of those things that he did to those Nickelodeon kids? Let's get deeper than rap, though. Let's get deeper than rap. Why is it that R. Kelly had to go down? R. Kelly had to be assassinated. His character had to be assassinated. His catalog had to be assassinated. But Elvis Presley was married to a 14-year-old girl. Elvis Presley, the so-called king of rock, married and groomed a 13, 14-year-old girl and was having sex with her, was busting her down. Elvis Presley was a child pedophile. Huh? Huh? So you telling me R. Kelly, the king of R&B, has to be crucified in front of everybody? Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain, they all puppets. So I never discriminated because they all puppets. But you telling me that R. Kelly had to be crucified in front of the nation. But y'all praise Elvis Presley, who was a child pedophile, was a child molester, was a child groomer. Elvis Presley was a child molester. He was a predator. He was a child groomer. Elvis Presley. I said it all. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. I carved out a lane for the real, and y'all ain't listen, I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one in it. I'm covered, homie. I'm protected. The universe got my back. You understand what I'm saying? You can't go against universal law, my G. I fear no man, nor God. I don't fear nothing. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I'm made in the image of. So when I speak this truth, I don't speak it with no fear. I don't speak it, yeah, it is what it is. It's going to be baritone and bass in this. An Adam's apple is being used, homie. This is a grown man talking to you. So you telling me R. Kelly is in jail, but y'all celebrate Elvis Presley, who was a child molester. And not only a child molester, he groomed that little girl, and then he married that little girl. Now, those right there is a synopsis, and that's just to give you context on this next angle that I'm about to go into. And I want y'all to open your ears up. I want you to open your ears. I want you to close your mouth, and I want you to open your ears. Not only your ears, but that third eye. You need to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. Now, before I go here, I never discriminated. I'ma go at Elvis neck the same way I'ma go at Diddy neck. Over here at Grown Man Business TV, never discriminated. When I'm talking about the higher ups and the elites, I'm talking about the higher ups and the elites. When I'm talking about they puppets, I'm talking about all they puppets. But this the one thing I forgot to tell y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This is the one thing I forgot to tell y'all. This is the one angle that I didn't mention to y'all. And that's my fault. Good or bad, right or wrong, we supposed to stand with Diddy. I know it sound crazy. I know it sound crazy. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Good or bad, right or wrong, we supposed to stand beside Diddy. Good or bad, right or wrong, we supposed to stand beside R. Kelly. We supposed to stand beside Bill Cosby. We supposed to stand beside any black man that they choose to assassinate in front of us. Why is that, Grown Man Business TV? Why should we stand with them? Because they stand with their people, right or wrong. Good or bad, they stand with them. And not only do they stand with them, they protect them people. That's why Dan Schneider is not being talked about, even though he is a child molester. He is a predator. He is a groomer. He is a disgusting beast. He is an absolute animal. Dan Schneider. Because right or wrong, good or bad, those people protect their own. And it's starting to become disgusting work watching all of our people do the dirty work for them people. Watching all these black people do the dirty work for those people. All these people got to do is call P. Diddy a predator, and now all black people is calling P. Diddy a predator. All these people got to do is paint a narrative and call R. Kelly a predator, and now all black people is calling R. Kelly a predator, but nobody is calling Elvis Presley a predator. That other white boy that was an actor that adopted that little Asian girl and didn't marry her and started having sex with her. Nobody is talking about him. If you know who I'm talking about, put his name in the chat. Yeah, I'm talking about the white actor that adopted that little Asian girl and then married her and started boning her, and nobody's talking about that. You know why? That's because they protect their own. Right or wrong, good or bad. Woody Allen. I knew somebody was going to put that. It's game being dropped in here. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. You already know, man. You already know how we give it up over here. The ones that's tuned in, the ones that's locked in, yeah, they third eyes is open. So all I got to do is ask the question once, and it's going to be right there. Woody Allen. What a disgusting predator. Why ain't we see him get assassinated? Why we ain't see why we ain't see him on the chopping block? Why we ain't see his character assassinated when he adopted that little girl, groomed her up, and started boning her? Huh? See, I could go further with this. Think about all the white Caucasian mass shooters in America. I'm talking about the white boy who drove to Buffalo, went to an urban community, walked in the store, and shot up a whole bunch of people. Or the other white boy that drove to a church out there in South Carolina, went into the church with all these elderly black people, prayed to God, and waited for them to bow their head. And when they bowed their head, he blew their heads off, and then he walked out of the church. What about him? What about the other white boy out in Texas that shot up all those little babies? Them little first graders. Blew them away with assault rifles. You know what white people did for those shooters? Let me give you some game. Them white people secretly started GoFundMe's for all those white boys. And anonymous donations went into these GoFundMe accounts. And these boys, listen, these boys walked away with $250,000, $300,000 for canteen for the rest of their life. You understand what I'm saying? White people, the same white people that you work with, the same judges and the same jurors that put you in jail for 100 years, donated $200 to $300 to these white shooters' GoFundMe account. That's what I'm talking about. So the one thing I feel like I left out, the one thing that I know that I left out, is that I'm exposing the higher-ups and the elites. I'm exposing the puppets that fall up under the higher-ups and the elites. And over here, I don't discriminate. But America, white supremacy, it definitely discriminates. So the one thing I left out is that, yeah, we're going to expose P. Diddy, but we're not going to hang P. Diddy. We're not going to hang P. Diddy. You got to understand something. We not going to put the rope around his neck. We going to let P. Diddy know he was wrong. But how wrong was he? How wrong was P. Diddy? P. Diddy was having these parties. P. Diddy was inviting grown-ups, grown adult men to these parties. And these grown adult men was participating in homosexual activities. These adult men knew what they was getting into. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. It is what it is, B. So you got to understand something. All of us got people in our culture that ain't quite right. But one thing we don't do is we don't stand on business about our people. We can watch these same people do 10 times worse and get protected by the Jewish people, by the Caucasian people. They're going to make sure. They're going to pay. They're going to make sure. But only us, black people. And I mean, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. I don't condone none of that Diddy partying. I don't condone nothing that R. Kelly was doing with them little girls. I don't condone it. But if you're going to throw R. Kelly under the bus, then you got to throw Elvis Presley and Woody Allen under the bus. If you're going to go on DJ Vlad and we're going to talk about Diddy, then we're going to talk about Dan Schneider too. Because Dan Schneider was having sexual intercourse with the kids. Dan Schneider was having sex with the babies on Nickelodeon, and ain't nobody talking about that. And then the higher-ups and the elites and these news outlets and this social media use black people to hang black people. They always did that. They always divided and conquered. They always divided and conquered. See, one thing I want to say about that, like, is, yeah, they always get rid of the leaders. They kill the leaders, but you know the one part of the leader that they can't ever kill is the spirit of the leader. So that spirit just hops from body to body. That spirit is going to jump from body to body. You looking at a leader right in front of you right now. You think the higher-ups and the elites ain't paid attention to the words that I speak? You think the higher-ups and the elites ain't shadow banned this channel because I talk that talk and I walk that walk? I'm one of the ones that's never been a slave for a YouTube check. I'm not a slave to the algorithm. I get this shit popping in real life, man. I do this in real life. So if we're going to talk about Diddy, if we're going to talk, see, It's another situation that really sparked this in my brain, that really threw the red flags all over the field. You understand? And like I said, before I get into that, you looking at a leader. They could kill the body, they could kill the physical, but the spirit, you think that spirit that was in Nipsey Hussle just died away on that parking lot? Hell no. Yo, it was too many people that got wind of that knowledge before Nipsey was gone. So what you come to grown man business TV, you got to know I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one talking like this. Dan Schneider, Woody Allen, Elvis Presley. Yeah, I'm going to do some more research. I want to get all the names of these Caucasian pedophiles. I want to get all the names of these Caucasian child molesters, these pedophiles. Yeah. And we going to talk about that. No way you praising Elvis Presley, who was married to a 13-year-old girl and was boning her. He was boning a 13-year-old girl, and then you want to look down on R. Kelly. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. And like I said, it was a situation that took place just a few days ago, maybe a week ago, that really sparked that thought as well. And that was the whole situation with OJ Simpson. You know, I want to say R.I.P. to OJ Simpson. I want to say R.I.P. to the Juice. I'm going to do a whole live stream on that. I'm thinking about doing a whole live stream on that, but I'm going to tap into that right now. OJ Simpson. A lot of people don't like OJ. A lot of white people not feeling OJ. OJ went to trial and he beat the murder charges. He went to trial, he beat the charges, and these people still want to crucify him. They still want to downplay him. They still want to talk down on his name, and he actually beat the charges. He beat the charges. You understand? You want to focus on OJ Simpson, but you ain't talking about Dan Schneider, and I'm going to say his name, Dan Schneider, over and over. An absolute pedophile. Disgusting work. Need his head. Yeah, wait, what? R.I.P. to the Juice. R.I.P. to OJ. See, when it come to us, they want to crucify us right or wrong. They want to crucify us. They want to assassinate our character right or wrong. And then they want us to act like Dan Schneider, Woody Allen, and Elvis Presley never happened. So what we got to start understanding, and what we got to start spreading, and what we got to do right now is we got to stop the BS with P. Diddy. Right or wrong, we going to stand with him. He ain't been proven guilty on nothing right. He ain't had his day in court yet. He ain't been proven guilty on nothing. So until you prove it, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. And even if you prove it, we going to listen to bad boy music. We going to see, that's what we got to be. We got to stop letting the higher-ups and the elites use us against our own. Right or wrong, good or bad, is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. Like it or not. The same way they stand next to Elvis, we got to stand next to R. Kelly. The same way they stand next to Woody Allen, we got to stand next to Bill Cosby. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You came to the right place. You came to the right place, my G. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you might want to hit that subscribe button. You might want to get the notification when I'm giving up this game and I'm going. Yeah, it is what it is, man. What kind of question is that, man? It's late night, so my shooters ain't in the chat right now. Be careful at what you say, and be careful how you talk to a grown man. or you will get you will get eliminated. I will send you upstairs to play with the babies and play with the kids. No Diddy. And if you get too loud upstairs, playing with them toys, playing and not sharing, I will come upstairs and put belt to ass. No Diddy. It's late night. A lot of my shooters, they got to work tomorrow. I don't expect them to be up at 1 in the morning. But me, I do what I do. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, man. Big salute to everybody in the chat. You know, again, I got to give a big salute to Uncle Murda, because Uncle Murda was on a DJ Vlad. My bad, DJ Vladimir. I like to call him his real name. I don't like to call him DJ Vlad. I feel like the Vlad kind of, gives him this nickname that sounds hip hop, that makes him sound approachable, that makes him sound like, makes him sound like he's a part of the culture. So I don't like to call him DJ Vlad. I like to call him DJ Vladimir. Vladimir. You feel me? And Uncle Murda sat down with DJ Vladimir, Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo, and the first question he asked them was about Diddy. And you know what? Uncle Murda stopped him in his tracks and said, we don't want to talk about Diddy, DJ Vladimir. We want to talk about Dan Schneider. Oh, you know who we talking about. The big, fat, 325-pound white boy with all the dog fur on his head, all the dog fur on his chest and his back and his shoulders. Yeah, you know, the one from Nickelodeon that was sexually assaulting those kids, sexually assaulting the little girl on iCarly. My little sister loved that show, iCarly. Little did we know she was getting sexually assaulted by a guy named Dan Schneider, who had a foot fetish. He had a child foot fetish, and he would put baby feet. Come on, man, this shit is crazy. Pussy, the bumba clot, bumba ras clot, the Bonty boy, ras clot Bonty boy. I'm not Jamaican. I'm full blown FBA, but that's my Jamaican. That's how I feel if I was Jamaican. Pussy, bumba clot, ras clot, Bonty boy. I done been to Jamaica a couple of times. I know they say bumba clot, ras clot, pussy wad, Bonty boy. Dan Schneider is a Bonty boy. Nah, man, I'm call it what you want, man. I'm FBA, baby. We built the original pyramids. We talked about that earlier. Yeah. So I'm what you mean by that? Stereotype. You look like the race of people I'm talking about, Jade. Yeah, you look like the people I'm talking about. See, when you get to talking like this, them dudes that I'm talking about, they gonna come in the chat, they gonna get defensive. They don't wanna have a conversation about it, Jade. Let's talk about it, homie. See, Jade, you so fast to talk about P. Diddy, but you don't want to talk about Dan Schneider. You don't want to talk about Woody Allen. You don't want to talk about Elvis Presley. And I'm going to do my due diligence, because it's hundreds of these pedophile guys in the industry that get looked over, that don't get talked about because they white, they Caucasian. But everybody want to talk about a black guy having domestic violence. Soon as a black man have an issue with his girlfriend or an issue with his wife, it's plastered all over Sports Center. It's plastered all over the news. But Dana from UFC smacked his wife right. Yeah, we watch these dudes smack their old lady in public, and they don't even get a smack on the wrist. The game is wicked. It's deep, it's wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap. And it's just somebody like me that's going to talk about it. It's just somebody like me that's going to talk about it. P. Diddy, I don't know, man. You know, I've always spoke about P. Diddy in these parties. When Lil Baby went to that party with Mike Rubin and he had 4 pockets full, he had Mike hugging his ass from the back and the other boy, Caruze, hugging his ass from the front, and they were shoving 4 pockets full of cock all in his back and in his pockets. I spoke on that. When we saw Meek Mill bunny hopping at that billionaire house, bunny hopping all over the tennis court, I named him Bunny Hopping Meek. I said that first. I coined that shit, Bunny Hopping Meek. When I saw Puff Daddy call Meek Mill daddy when he was in the pool, and Puffy said, yeah, daddy, you deserve it. Yeah, daddy. I spoke on that. Huh? Yeah, Karuzma. When I saw him hugging Lil Baby from the front, shoving him, I told the world, I guess I know what 4 pockets full mean. I know what 4 PF mean. Yeah, 4 PF means 4 pockets full of cock. No Diddy. Yeah. Is what it is, homie. Is what it is. And see, you got to understand something. Even when it come down to Cassie, right? They played y'all with that Cassie shit. They played y'all. They brung Cassie out the woodworks. They made Cassie cry on TV and say that she was sexually assaulted. Think about this. Cassie said that Diddy would make her order male prostitutes. And these male prostitutes would donkey fuck her. Not only did she do it one time, but she did it multiple times. You know, she could have ran. You know, when Diddy went to work and he did video shoots and Diddy was performing at the VMAs and Diddy was performing at BET, you know, Cassie could have made her great escape. But some reason she stayed around P. Diddy. She hung around. She never left. She never complained. She never made an escape. And she was waiting for those freak offs to. She was liking those freak offs. Cassie looked forward to ordering her a dark-skinned, well-shaped and well-endowed young man to come over to one of those freak-offs and blow her back out. She loved it. Because if she didn't, why she ain't leave? Right? And it was never a problem when this was going down, when Cassie was affiliated with hip-hop. When Cassie was affiliated with hip-hop, nobody cared that her and Diddy would order these male prostitutes and she would get donkey fucked by one of these male prostitutes. It was never a problem until Cassie left Diddy and married a white man. She let her hair grow out. She had a baby with this white man. So now she got a white baby running around. And now all of a sudden, America and Caucasians feel sorry for Cassie. And yeah, now we're going to use Cassie to assassinate the character of P. Diddy. But I'm here to tell you, homie, your wife, Cassie, she used to love to get donkey plugged by one of those male prostitutes. You don't do it for her, homie. They tricked y'all. Now, am I vouching for P. Diddy? I don't know. I ain't vouching for P. Diddy. I never went to a Puffy party. I never hung out with P. Diddy. But from the outside looking in, it's not looking too good. It's looking like they assassinating the character of one of these puppets. Instead of talking to Dan Schneider, they talking about P. Diddy. Cassie should be ashamed of herself. Y'all think Cassie got paid because she was letting these male prostitutes donkey fuck her? Nah. Let me tell you the real reason Cassie got $30 million. Cassie know about the men that Diddy laid down with. She know about the male celebrities, the male politicians, the males that the male athletes. She know about the males that Diddy was having homosexual activities with. And for her not to tell, for her not to give up the information, that's why she got 30 million. She didn't get 30 million because, listen what I'm saying to you. She actually was doing the ordering. Cassie was the one getting on the website, picking the guy out, ordering the guy, and then fucking the guy. That's Diddy didn't make this is not Diddy. This is not Diddy making her do it. This is her want. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Cassie was freaked out. Cassie liked those freak offs. You can't make a motherfucker do it. How many freak offs you think you gonna make somebody do? Somebody asked me, Diddy's not in jail. Diddy's free. Diddy's free, homie. Diddy has not had a day in court. So you don't have to keep typing that because Diddy is not in jail. But how many times can somebody make you do a freak off? Let's figure this out. Let's do the math. How many times can somebody force you to freak off? How many times? How many different prostitutes can somebody force you to order? Shit don't add up. Yeah, we already know that. It wasn't somebody with power. Salute, my G, but it wasn't somebody with power. The guy, Diego, the owner of Deleon, the owner of Ciroc, is a white British guy that P. Diddy sued for being racist. These are the guys that are in power. These are the guys that are in position that have gotten on code and are getting Diddy wiped out. And they already knew, they already calculated that all they had to do was sexually assault and put these, assassinate his character, and the black community would turn on P. Diddy. No matter how much he did, how much he didn't do, good or bad, once they assassinated his character, the black community would turn on P. Diddy, and the black community would make it easy to hang P. Diddy. You understand? So you mean to tell me you can find out all this stuff about P. Diddy before you can actually release and show us the video camera and the footage about Epstein Island? The list of Epstein's Island? So you telling me you could find all of this about P. Diddy, all of this, a videotape, everything about R. Kelly, but you ain't showed us the videotape in the jail when y'all assassinated Epstein? Huh? Yeah, so when Epstein got assassinated, just so happened it was a coincidence that day the cameras in the jails didn't work when y'all assassinated Epstein because he was going to expose more white Caucasian pedophiles, more white celebrity Caucasian pedophiles. So you telling me you can get all of this evidence on Puff Daddy, freak off parties, prostitution, sex trafficking. You got all this shit on Puff Daddy, but we ain't seen a videotape or an Epstein Island list. We ain't got a certified list on who been to Epstein Island. We ain't got no prosecutions of the people that was over there on Epstein's Island. We ain't got none of that. But y'all got all this information on P. Diddy. Don't be fooled by the BS. Don't be fooled by the smoke and the mirrors. See, all they do is they put the smoke and the mirrors in front of y'all, and they know that y'all ain't gonna be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. But listen, it's all good. That's why a lot of y'all come to Grown Man Business TV. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I like that. Lakia. Oh, okay. So am I married? Because you said, am I mad? And I like to address that. A lot of people come in the chat, they ask me, am I mad, right? And I just have to reiterate, you are here at Grown Man Business TV. Grown Man Business TV. So that means you dealing with a grown ass man. You know, I know y'all used to dealing with Lil Uzi Vert. Y'all used to dealing with, you know, Saucy Santana. Y'all used to dealing with all these feminine men, all these beta males. So when you get around a grown man that's on grown man business time, speak with a baritone, use his Adam's apples, stand on grown man business. You feel what I'm saying? You know, y'all not used to that. Y'all confuse passion with anger. So a lot of y'all say, are you mad? Why are you mad? When really, you just not used to a grown man in his passion. I'm passionate about this. It's passion in this, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. A lot of y'all is used to dealing with Lil Uzi Vert, that homosexuality, and yeah, that type of energy. A lot of y'all is listening to Saucy Santana. A lot of y'all is listening to these, the LBG 123 ABC community. You know, the LBG 123 and the ABC community all together. That's what y'all used to dealing with. So when you come here to Grown Man Business TV, you hear a grown man raising his voice. You hear a grown man, you know, up in his octama, using his Adam's apple, his baritone in this. You gonna hear some vibration. You gonna feel the power. You gonna feel the passion. Y'all don't really know how to take it because y'all ain't used to that. Y'all ain't used to it. They done got rid of the grown man business energy and they done replaced it with Lil Uzi Vert. They done replaced it with NLE Chopper, these homosexual rappers. They done replaced the grown man energy. So that's what draw y'all over here. That's what draw y'all to this channel. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, homie. Because you're not going to find grown man energy on this level nowhere else. And just like you need that R&B music, just like you like to hear a little bit of drill rap, you need grown man business. You need that game to be given. You need a man that's going to look you in your eye and tell you, man, this is grown man shit over here, homie. And if you get out of line, he might do something. This is grown man shit, homie. Close your mouth when the big dog is talking. Close your mouth when grown men is having conversation. Yeah, when I was growing up, my uncles and my pops and the people, the grown men in my family, I knew, homie, yeah, don't disturb them. They done put us in a room. They having grown folk conversation. You don't interrupt that. You close your motherfucking mouth. So I'm just training y'all and I'm just giving y'all the game on how it used to be before all of this feminine energy started floating around. Before all this homosexual 123 ABC LBG community stuff started floating around. When you had real men around. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We gotta talk about Dan Schneider. If we gonna talk about P. Diddy, then listen, let's keep the same energy for Woody Allen. Let's keep the same energy for Elvis Presley. Let's keep the same energy for Dan Schneider. Yeah, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We 17,000 subscribers deep. I'm definitely not talking to myself, homie. We on our way to 18,000 subscribers. Don't make me click on your channel and see you got 2 subscribers, homie. Don't make me click on your channel and see you ain't got nothing but 0 subscribers. Don't make me click on your channel, because a lot of you dudes that be in the... I double back, and I get to clicking on your little channels. And man, watch your mouth. Who is Dan Schneider? Dan Schneider is a 365-pound Tampa Bay linebacker that worked for Nickelodeon for a long time. Dan Schneider was sexually assaulting all the kids at Nickelodeon back in the 90s. You know the show called iCarly. You know the show called All That. You know the Keenan and Kel show. He was sexually assaulting all the kids, and it's starting. All these kids from Nickelodeon has just start coming out, exposing that Dan Schneider was having sex with them. Dan Schneider was performing sexual acts on these kids on the show. And not only was he performing sexual acts with these little kids, but Dan Schneider was giving them alcohol. He was giving them drugs. So a lot of the times, and this is mind-boggling. This shit is mind-boggling because I'm an 80s baby. The 90s raised me. So I used to watch iCarly and All That and Rugrats and Doug. You understand? And why are you afraid of the dark? Keenan and Kel. I used to watch all of them shows, and they showed pictures of these particular shows when these little kids was drunk off alcohol. They was on the show. These kids was high off weed. These kids was high on coke. They was high on pills that Dan Schneider was giving them. And they go through all the different episodes of iCarly and Are You Afraid of the Dark and, you know, Keenan and Kel, and they do a close-up on their eyes and they close in and they say, these motherfuckers is high right now. Look at this picture. Look at that picture. They high. He was smashing a little girl from iCarly. He was having sexual intercourse. Dan Schneider. But everybody want to talk about P. Diddy. Is what it is, and it'll be what's gonna be, man. And I got to give y'all the game on that. Yeah, we could talk about Diddy, but when we talk about Diddy, you know, one of the things that once I really saw through the smoke and mirrors with Puff Daddy, the Cassie thing was bogus. The Cassie situation was a plot and a scheme and a plan, and it worked out. I'm sorry to tell you, but Cassie liked the freak-offs. Cassie looked forward to the freak-offs. Cassie used to fight Puff Daddy. She used to go back and forth, but then she would order one of those male prostitutes and get her back blown out at the end of the night. Cassie loved those freak-offs. And then, you know, these male producers and these rappers and these, you know, Meek Mills and all of these males that are fully grown adults that made a decision to have these homosexual encounters with P. Diddy. I can't be mad at Diddy. Y'all are grown-ass men. But the only thing that really stood out to me that it don't sit well with me is the spiking of the bottles. That's the shit I don't like, Diddy. Diddy was spiking the champagne. Diddy was spiking, you know, he even went as far as to spike the mixer drinks like the pineapple juice and the soda and the Red Bull. He was spiking everything so that if a female didn't want to drink alcohol, she'd say, give me a cup of pineapple juice, and that shit had, this freak off time. Everybody freaking off at the end of the night. So, again, I'm not defending P. Diddy. If he wrong, he wrong. But P. Diddy has not had a day in court yet. Them crackers gonna have to, y'all, excuse my language, y'all gonna have to prove that he did that in the court of law. Dan Schneider has been exposed already. Dan Schneider has been exposed already. All these little kids that came out and said Dan Schneider been blowing their back out. Dan Schneider been rubbing their feet. Dan Schneider been licking their toes. Dan Schneider got a foot fetish. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, my G. Like it, hey, take it or leave it. Like it or love it. You hear it at Grown Man Business TV. Grown men, we don't do no business. We don't rub shoulders. We don't have you don't get no cool points for the Rainbow Coalition over here. call it homophobic, call it trans, call it what you want. We don't deal with transmissions. We don't deal with transformers. Nah, we ain't changing no oil. We ain't tuning up no engines. If you a transmission and you get to slipping, you got to get going. You dealing with a grown man over here, homie. We don't change oils. Nah. Listen, ain't no mechanics over here. We ain't dealing, we ain't working on no transmissions. We ain't working on no transformers. You might need to go to, Gilbert Arenas and the Swaggy P. They got a thing for Saucy Santana. They got a thing for the transmissions. We don't deal with transmissions over here, homie. At all. Yeah, it is what it is. Big salute to everybody in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tapped in. Make sure make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because the channel is shadow banned. You're not going to get the notification unless you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to Grown Man Business TV, where you can get that grown man business. You can get that grown man content. You understand? You can have a balance. You need a balance in your life, homie. Nah, it's definitely shadow banned, homie. Definitely. What? Hey, don't worry about it, baby. The goal is to get old. See, what you youngins got to understand is the goal is to get old. Yeah, that's the goal, man. Hey, man, tap in. Hey, listen, you know the slogan, tap in or tap out, but you know my slogan. And yeah, I suggest you tap in, but you could tap in or you could tap out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. Yeah, man. Y'all tapped into the realest. Yeah, and I'm going to do that. That's why this is my channel. And I can yap. I can do whatever I feel. I'm going to do what I want. I'm just having fun with y'all right now. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Whatever your name, Mark X World, whatever your name is, I'm going to send you out. I'm going to do you dirty. I'm going to put one in here. I'm going to blow you. I'm going to rock your snot box like Hassan Campbell say. Bang. You talk out of turn one more time. I'm going to put one on you. I'm going to send one at you. No Diddy. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Mark X World. Yeah. Talk one more. No, let me show you something, homie. Let me show you something. Bam. Get your head blown off, homie. Get your head blown off. See how I did that? It's easy. It's easy money. Look here. I hit him already. Blew his head off. Maybe I'll bring him back. You like him, I'll bring him back. But for right now, his head blown off. He got to make a whole nother channel. Trace, you definitely intimidated by the boy. You definitely intimidated. You know what I mean? You came, it's 1:30 in the morning. You typing, your Twitter fingers is typing. Your Twitter fingers is moving fast. You got that Meek Mill in you. You know what I mean? You got that Meek Mill in you. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Y'all want to, hold on, let me show you something. Let me show you why I'm so tired, man. Now that y'all tuned in, let me show y'all why I'm so tired. Because I was in that jacuzzi a few hours ago. You see that? Yeah, I was in that jacuzzi. I was doing a little yapping in that jacuzzi, man. You see that? You see that? You see that? You feel me? Yeah. You see that white marble? You see that shit, baby? So I was in that jacuzzi right there a little while ago. So, I was in that jacuzzi a little while ago. And if you know, you know. But that jacuzzi will work you out. Boy, it's like a sauna. Had that joint at about like 104 degrees. Turned it up. You know? Yeah. We up late, so we gonna have fun with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have fun tonight. We gonna have fun while I'm giving y'all the time. We gonna have a good time. You feel me? So at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna conclude with this. This is what I'm gonna conclude with. It's time to start. We gonna start riding. I'm about to change the narrative. You know, we gonna ride with the no Diddy. I like that. I like using no Diddy. You know, I never really used pause, but no Diddy, I like that, right? And Diddy gonna have to eat that. But I would suggest that P. Diddy come out the closet. Puffy, it's time for you to come out the closet, Puff Daddy. You know, the one thing I want to leave y'all with this. The one thing that'll save Puff Daddy right now is if Puff Daddy came out of the if he did a press conference and Puff Daddy came out of the closet and told everybody he is a homosexual and that he's bisexual and he didn't want to tell nobody because he didn't want to be discriminated against. And then the LBG 123 ABC community, all the transformers, all the transmissions, all of them will link up and get together and they will protect and they will march and they will help Diddy. And they will say he is a part of the community and he is now a transformer and he likes to deal with transmissions and we're going to protect him. Diddy ass won't do a day in jail if he do a press conference and come out and say that he is a part of the LBG 123 ABC community. It is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. But other than that, they're going to crucify Diddy. But if you crucify Diddy, then Dan Schneider ass better be right behind him. Woody Allen, yeah, he need to have, yeah, I don't know where Woody Allen's at, but he need to be right behind them in handcuffs on his way to the big house. The only chance I'm telling you, the only chance Puff Daddy got to get out of this situation is if he do a press conference. I'm talking breaking news. You know when it's breaking news and the shit is on every channel, it's on every news outlet. It's everywhere. It's breaking news. P. Diddy is about to speak for the first time since the sexual assault allegations. P. Diddy is in New York City and he is about to speak. We're tuning in. And then P. Diddy come out and say, listen, P. Diddy is a homosexual, bisexual. And he been scared to come out for years because he didn't want to deal with the backlash. He didn't want to deal with the discrimination. And he was embarrassed and he was hurt. And he was hurt and embarrassed by the discrimination he got. And cry a little bit, P. Diddy. Listen, Mr. I Want to Party, Mr. P. Diddy himself, you got to shed a couple of tears and you got to say that, you know, you got to make it real. Soon as he say he a part of that community, the LBG 123 ABC community is going to come out. All the transmissions in America, all the transformers in America is going to come out. And they're not, yeah, he won't do a day in jail. Come on, man. I mean, yeah, Lil Nas X, all Lil Saucy Santana, everybody's gonna come out and support the diddler. That's just some free game. That's just some free game. Yeah, Optimus Prime at his finest will come out and protect every boy. And you talk about protection. Ain't no listen. It's the Jewish people that's the most powerful. The LBG 123 ABC community with all the transformers and all the transmissions, they are second powerful. They are the second most powerful people. Yeah, I don't read them shit, them super long joints. I don't be reading them joints. You know, the shit moves. It be moving pretty fast. That's some old man shit. You know, you get to think about your bed, boy. You get to think about that king size bed, boy. Shit. I'm about to get in that bed, boy. Shit. Exactly. They fell in their classes, man. They fell in their classes, man. You know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. What I learned about YouTube is the majority of the people on YouTube are consumers. The majority of the people on YouTube are sheep. That's what make my content real potent. That's what make my content necessary. And that's why we growing organically. We approaching 18,000 subscribers, because when all of these sheep come into this live chat, when all of these sheep start listening to this info, you know, it make them want to react. They make them defensive. They wanna be combative. They want to be combative because they hear the truth and they like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What, damn, like X, Y, and Z. So they want to go back and forth. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. I just broke that down for y'all. Yeah, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, all these dudes, they want to crucify. They begging to crucify. But then at the same time, Woody Allen, you know, Elvis, Dan Schneider, all these child predators, all these child molesters, they sweep them under the rug and act like the shit never happened, and then want to go and, you know, go grab some of our people and throw them under the bus and assassinate their character all over social media. Well, then you in the wrong chat, little homie. You got to think, man. Look, think about how dumb that make you. Think about how dumb that make you look, that you use your fingers, your dirty ass fingers, because what's your name? Asia. Yeah, I'm sure your fingernails is filthy, right? And you type that shit on your phone, on your Android phone, and because, but you typed to tell me that when you could have just used one button, hit the X, and got out the live chat. You feel what I'm saying? You think yeah, motherfuckers is retarded. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Tap in though, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Yeah. I'm the big one. Lakia. That's your name, right? Lakia. Yeah, I love it though. I love it. Big salute to everybody that's in the chat. You know, I'm rocking with y'all regardless. Man. Trolls and all, you know what I'm saying? Now I will tell you this. You know, if my shooters was in the chat, y'all would have been out of here. You know, we wouldn't even be having these conversations. Y'all would have been out of here a long time ago. But I'm having fun with y'all because it's late night. You know what I mean? It's late night. It ain't nothing to it. I got, you know, I'm downstairs, I'm chilling. I got a bottle of red wine. You feel me? I've been drinking wine all night. I've been drinking the wine all night. So I'm gonna talk about you drinking, you been smoking. I don't smoke nothing. But yeah, give me some red wine at room temperature and we up, baby. See, I'm on some old school shit, you know what I mean? Hey, check this out. I just look like this, you know what I mean? I just look young. You know what I mean? I know I look like, 28, 29. I'm an old head though, you know. Man, you got to be the most Benjamin Dover. Your name is Benjamin Dover. Homie, homie, when I say shooters, I'm talking about my people, my wrenches. I'm talking about my moderators. I'm talking about the moderators, homie. Your fucking name is Benjamin Dover. Fucking Benjamin Dover. Your name is Benjamin Dover. The fuck is wrong with you, man? This nigga name is Benjamin Dover. Talking about, man, yeah, man. You know, this guy is talking about shooters. You know, this guy is talking about shooters on YouTube Live. He's talking about shooters on YouTube Live, man. Shut your dumb ass up, man. Shut your dumb ass. This nigga name, yo, this nigga is Benjamin Dover, man. Bend it over. Benjamin Dover. Diddy bended it over. This is nigga name. This nigga name's Benjamin Dover. Get it bended over. No Diddy. You so hey, get your silly ass out. Yo, silly. You Benjamin Dover, man. You know, that's just what I just when I hear your name, Benjamin Dover, that's just how I hear your voice. As that's what come to mind. Benjamin Dover, man, you know, and this guy's talking about shooters on YouTube Live, man. Yeah, my name is Benjamin Dover. fucking Fucking clowns, man. This is crazy. How about that's what I want to do. I'm gonna troll you. Motherfucker. Come on, let's troll together. I love this. Benjamin Dover, man. You know? It's a dumbass question. I ain't gonna answer that. Yeah. Come on. Give me some troll. Ask me some questions. You know what I'm saying? This is Q&A right now. Whatever. You know, let's chop game. You know what I mean? I got a lot of. I'm not crossing state lines right now. I'm not in the truck. Right. I'm reading the chat. You know what I mean? Say something that's worth replying to. You feel me? Say something that's worth replying to, man. No, I'm not, man. No, I'm not. No Diddy. How big is what? No Diddy. Hey, yo, let's talk about Kai Cenat, man. I'm gonna read the chat and I'm gonna talk a little bit about Kai Cenat, man. Kai Cenat, man. I knew when Kai Cenat got that Nike deal that Kai Cenat walked through the doors of the higher ups and the elites. I knew when Kai Cenat got that Nike deal that he had went to one of those Diddy parties. He had went to one of those billionaire parties. And yeah, Kai Cenat, they bust his ass open. So now Kai Cenat is going through his humiliation ritual with this young lady exposing him. See, when you get into the industry, when you get caught up in the same things that Diddy got caught up in, you become a sexual deviant. They start sending all these thick-ass, pretty-ass women at you, and you start to become a sexual deviant. And then what they do is they slip one of those transmissions. They slip one of those transformers, the real pretty transformer in there, and then you get caught out there, and now they got you. Now they got you. Kai Cenat is compromised. Kai Cenat is not the guy y'all think he is. Kai Cenat is a puppet. And in due time, I guarantee you, they expose Kai Cenat from he either taking cock or he eating cock. No Diddy. He doing one or the other. Kai Cenat is either taking cock or he eating cock. And you could tell him Grown Man Business TV said it. You can look Kai Cenat in his eyes on his live streams and tell he done did some homosexual activity. No Diddy. Yeah, Kai Cenat a homosexual. Kai Cenat. Listen, Kai Cenat done went one of those Diddy parties. He done went to one of those billionaire parties with Mike Rubin and Lil Baby. And Kai Cenat done, yeah. And I guarantee you, he either eating cock or he taking cock. No Diddy. Ask your question, man. And make sure the question is worth being answered, homie. That's all I'm gonna say to you, man. I'm not gonna block y'all. I like what we listen. I'm okay with the trolling. We rocking out right now. I had to get rid of one of your homies for trolling, but now I got time tonight. I got man. Listen, I got red wine in the crystal glass. I've been sipping. So make sure your question is worth answering. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Casanet is. You could look in Casanet eyes and tell they done took they showed. Yeah, he did something. Nah, I don't smoke no weed. I ain't hiding off nothing. Hey, look, man. I don't converse. I don't have too much back and forth with Transformers, man. So you talking about, hey, bro? First off, bro? We don't get down like that. This is grown man business. Casanet is being exposed by a young lady off of OnlyFans, and you know he's a sexual deviant where he's been paying. She got all these weird photos of Casanet. He a freak, you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know, it's not really about speaking on other men. It's about speaking on the industry. So I don't care who it is within the industry. If it's a man or a female, they gonna get exposed. JC, you know, you a grown man typing in another grown man chat. I mean, you a grown man using your Twitter fingers typing in the chat. I mean, I don't know, homie. I don't know. You don't get no cool points for that, JC. What it do? What it do? Dance the heat off then, little kid. Dance it off. Dance it off. Yo, yo, it's crazy you said Ross. Yo, Ross is wilding on Drake, yo. Hey, yo, Ross is wilding on Drake. Ross is wilding on your boy. Drake better do something. The motherfucker got a nose job. He got a chest job. Drake, BBL Drake. Yo, that nigga's bugging. What he call that nigga? Yo, he call that nigga Cake Drake. Yo, that's crazy. Dork. You said dork. Man, you motherfuckers is weird as shit to me. I ain't gonna lie, man. You motherfucking YouTube. You dudes is weird as shit. This nigga said you said the word dork. No Diddy, man. You should say no Diddy. Hey, listen, after you say the word dork, you should say no Diddy. That shit is, yeah. You should have said no Diddy behind that, homie. I heard that. Hey, yo, listen, was it Philly P? Hey, yo, I heard that audio. I listened to that shit like one time. It was so disgusting, bro. Like, that shit made my stomach, that shit sounded real. I ain't like it, man. I don't know. You know, with the whole AI situation, man, you really can't tell. It's getting out of hand, the AI shit. You can't even tell if these diss records is real. The diss records and shit be AI sometime, and them shits be like the hardest verse you ever heard from the rapper. Yo, I heard a Pusha T diss record to Jim Jones. I posted it on my channel. That shit got like 100,000 views. Yo, that was an AI diss. That shit wasn't even. That shit was crazy. It was like it was tough, man. So I don't know if that audio is real, man. I don't even like to think about that audio. That shit was traumatizing. Yeah. You said it. Look, we said it at the same time. That shit was traumatizing. I was kind of mad at myself for even listening to that shit. It was like, it was disturbing, yo. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I never even thought if it was real or not. I just was mad I even listened to the shit. After that, I just kind of tried to erase it from my mental Rolodex. I tried to I try to erase that shit from my mental Rolodex because that shit was terrible. So I don't know. All right, my G, get some rest, man. Good night. I I don't know, man. That word dork just sound weird to me, man. So I'm gonna let y'all have that one. Well, it's 1:44 in the morning, Lakia. So it's pretty late here. So my daughter's asleep. Everybody in my daughter's asleep, and I put the TV on pause because I got a 95-inch flat screen. I got a 95-inch flat screen on the wall right there. So I put the TV on pause so that it's not, you know, so that it's not let me get y'all a little view of the crib. So that it's not making noise in the background. Certain music is not popping up in the background. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. What the Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, you want to give it? I get it. I get it popping on that NBA Jam, Scott. I get it popping on that NBA Jams. You feel me? Real talk. I already know. Got the arcade in the joint. You know what I mean? Got the arcade in the joint. Oh shit, I'm tripping. Got the arcade in the joint. You know what I mean? You see that? Got the Pac-Man in there. You feel me? All the different Pac-Mans on that joint. Feel what I'm saying? All the different Pac-Mans and shit. So we go up on this. You already know what time it is. I don't know what time it is, man. You know who I like to play with? I like to play with Tim Hardaway, with Anthony Hardaway and all that. Matchup, Magic versus Hawks. You ready to see that? Let's go. Here's the tip. Hawkman puts it in. Anderson from downtown. Batting grabs the rebound. Lays it up. No good. Hardaway. Ugly shot. To batting. Anderson. He shoots from the outside. What a shot! Man, that's all I'm giving y'all, though. That's all I'm giving y'all. Giving y'all too much of that, man. I'm gonna give y'all too much already. Kitchen. You know what I mean? See that? There's a lot of space in there. Yeah. You always see that. I don't know how we giving it up, man. Feel me? It's my homie. It's my homie. It's my homie Benji. It's my homie Benjamin. Big Ben right there. You feel me? Let me see, homie. Let me see that. Let me see that, man. Yeah, I'm a Jones. I got rid of JC. JC, you out of here, man. You see them floors, man. Feel me? Hot ceilings. I got cameras all over the crib. You feel me? I got cameras all over the crib and shit. You see that? It's an angel. You see that? You know what I mean? You see that? You see that? You see that? Who is that? Who is that? What are you talking about, nigga? Y'all in the right place, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Oh, shit. Hold on. I left the top down on the whip. Nah, I ain't doing that. So yeah, so you know, the whips is paid for. Whips is paid for. Y'all see that? Okay. Fuck you talking about, nigga? See that, nigga? See that? See that, nigga? Fuck is wrong with you niggas? You know what I mean? Fuck you niggas talking about, nigga? Man, same boat, baby. You know what the fuck you talking to, nigga? And them cars paid off, nigga. Oh, nothing. I don't pay no car note. The motherfuckers paid off. Told y'all. Just doing the red wine. See what I'm saying? In fact, hold on. Fuck it. Cheers. Cheers. 757 for sure, Virginia. You better know it. Let y'all rock with me real quick. My house paid off too. I got the deed upstairs. So y'all make sure y'all lock into the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel because y'all are now tapped in with a real one. See that? Y'all are tapped in with a real one. See? Cut the lights off in the pool. About to shut everything down. Shut everything down. Lights off in the pool, lights off in the jacuzzi. Feel me? Lakia, you about to get your ass wiped out, sweetie. I don't even see that. This is the thing with you. This the problem too, is that just because your name is Lakia, don't mean you a girl. You might be a transformer. You might be a transmission. And we don't work on, we not mechanics over here. So Lakia, I don't know. I'm starting to get the feeling that you might be a transmission, Lakia. And now that my wheels is turning, no Diddy, and there's red flags all over the field, you know, I'm feeling like you might be a transmission. I'm feeling like you, the way you talking, the way you carrying on, I'm feeling like you might be a transformer. I'm feeling like that. And I think I'm gonna get you up out of here. I think I'm gonna get you up out of here. You keep, you know, that lick toes comment made me feel like you was a transformer or something. Fucking no transformers. Yeah, I'm fucking with transformers. She's something. He's something. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know, and I'm feeling the way about that. Fuck with no transformers, a kid. It's the last place you want to motherfucking be a transformer. You know, these motherfucking blinds. These motherfuckers cost about $2,500. Yeah, because I'm about to lay it down in a few minutes, so I'm gonna clean everything up. And look at this shit. Deli. Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No motherfucking Diddy, nigga. I'm still on my own. What that mean? Told y'all tonight, man. I told y'all tonight. I'm gonna answer questions. I'm just gonna chop it with y'all. So make sure your questions is worth answering. You understand? No, I didn't drink that on my own. I'm not a heavy drinker. You know, Thanksgiving, a couple of bottles was for Thanksgiving. I think another couple of bottles when I had family down. You know, it'd be shit like that. I have like family. You know, a lot of my family is from up north in Virginia. So they always want to come to Florida because Florida's such a great, the weather's so amazing here. They always want to come. So whenever they come down to Florida, you know, my people come down, I like to buy some alcohol. We like to have shots of tequila. We like to have a good time. You know? Laundry room, you know. Gotta have the laundry.
thirsty. Hold on.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do, Thomas? Talk to me, man. What y'all got going on out there? The game is wicked, man. So what I chose to do before I came to YouTube was make sure I didn't need YouTube. The one thing I didn't want to do is become a slave to YouTube or become a slave to the algorithm. I didn't want that. So what I did was I made sure I established myself. I remember wanting to do a YouTube channel, but I was still in the process of like getting my shit in order. So I didn't start it yet. But once I got everything in order, once I established myself on YouTube, that's when I decided to start the channel. That's why I'm able to talk the way I talk. That's why I'm able to just do whatever I want to do. Is because I already established the properties. I already established, you know, my cribs. I already established my cars. Everything's paid off. So that's why YouTube is so fun to me, because I don't need it. You know, like, I don't want to say no names, but it's one YouTuber that I rock with. You know, I watch his content. He's a funny dude. But he's always asking, this nigga always asking for YouTube donations and shit. And that's really the only thing I don't like about his channel, is that he'll get frustrated. He'll get frustrated if niggas don't give him money. Yeah, I'm just talking right now. The topic that I was on, I'm not on no more. I got off that already. So if you want to see me talking about a particular topic like Dan Schneider, hit that little red button right there. Pull it back that way, and you'll get all of that. Feel me? Hit that little red button, pull it all the way back to the beginning, and you'll get what you're looking for. I'm a Gemini, homie. What it do, Q? Yeah, I'm a Gemini. Hey, Reddit. It ain't race baiting though. Why? See, this is what I don't like, right? Okay. Brandon, answer me this, right? Why is it race baiting when black people say this shit? Why is it race baiting? Why is it race baiting? All the things that, come on, man. Come on. The shit that I was talking about was fact. Why is it that Elvis Presley is still being praised? Why haven't you said Elvis Presley is a disgusting man, and he should never be worshipped? He should never be praised. He should never be talked about because he married a 13-year-old girl and he was shoving cock in her. Why is that? Why is it that, when a black person, when a black man says these things, it's race baiting, but white people, Caucasian people as a race have done so much to black people? Like, come on, man. Come on. All people, the majority of white people, you don't even, I'm not, when I say worship, let me rephrase that. Not worship, but y'all don't chastise Elvis Presley. Y'all don't talk bad about Elvis Presley. Y'all don't expose Elvis Presley. He was a pedophile. He was a child molester. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me how, as soon as black people start talking about something other than killing themselves, it's racism. Soon as, and this the thing, Brandon and whoever else, right? I'm sure if you in tune with the channel, you already know that I'm articulate. I'm not no dummy. I'm not the average black dude that you gonna be talking to. I'm very knowledgeable and I'm very smart. My dialect is impeccable. You understand? So why would you ever think that I'm race baiting? You should probably think to yourself like, why do I feel like it's a race bait? I'm sure he's not a racist. I deal with all type of people. White king. There was no say, yo. There's no such thing as white kings. Did you know there was never in the history of humanity a white king? It's crazy. There's no motherfucking such thing as a white king. Nigga, what kind of name? What you remind me of? You remind me of the dude they got inside the old social studies books. You remember the white? You remember the white guy they had in the social studies books with the Egyptian pharaoh hat on? You remember? You remember when we was in school back in the 90s and we had a social studies book and it was this super white guy. He had a pharaoh hat on. And we always looked at that picture like, yo, this shit don't look like it make. I don't think this shit is right. You know what I'm saying? This white guy don't look like he's supposed to have a pharaoh hat on. And he wanted us to believe he was a pharaoh. He was a king. Come on, white king, man. Yeah. Nah, you got it confused, but you came to the right place, white king. You came to the right place. See, we taught y'all Europeans were living in mud huts. You Europeans, you Europeans are the actual Bigfoot. A white king. If you was to not shave for 4 years, your whole body would be covered in fur. And in Europe, y'all was still in the mud with the pigs. Y'all was still having sex with. Y'all was so hairy that the actual animals thought y'all were animals. The animals wasn't scared of y'all because the animals thought that y'all were animals. And, you came to the right place, White King. See, it was some people called Moors. And these black people came to Europe and they taught your ancestors how to take bath, how to shower, how to clean themselves, taught them how to brush their teeth, these white people were actually having sex with that. Why do you think these Caucasian people on these farms get caught having sex with dogs and having sex with horses and having sex with pigs and sheep? Because in your DNA and in your genetics, your ancestors used to do that. So y'all feel comfortable doing that. White people was never Moors, my G. Let me show you a picture of some Moors. Let me show you a picture. You came to the right place, White King. Make sure you tap in and make sure you subscribe to the channel. But let me show you a picture of some Moors. See, White King? These guys right here. These guys right here taught your family how to wash. These guys right here taught your family how to brush their teeth. These guys right here is the guys that taught your family how to shave. These guys right here, they taught your family. They taught your family back in the day. You understand? So you came to the right place, man. You know, respectfully. You know what I mean? This ain't no beef thing, man. We ain't beefing. White King, we ain't beefing. But there was never such thing as a white king. You guys were never kings. And there's no way we could. I don't know about that white. I don't, you know, you seem a little defensive, White King. You know, you came up here, you talking crazy. Probably somewhere in fucking Nebraska, living in a trailer park somewhere. Even worse, White King. I believe that you somewhere in California on Skid Row. Even you dudes on Skid Row got cell phones. All right, man, holla back, man. Young Chin. Ying Chin. Kung Pao Soup. Yeah, you coming back later, man. Come back later, man. But your name makes me think of Kung Pao Soup. You know, General Chos chicken, or Kung Pao Soup. Respectfully. I'm just tripping with y'all tonight. You feel me? But yeah, man, Young Ying Chen. I don't know, man. You just make me think. I just feel like you could make a hell of a Kung Pao soup. I don't know, man. That's just what I think of when I hear the name. Dude name was Ying Chen. I'm up late. I got a dentist appointment in the morning. I gotta go to sleep soon, man. I got a dentist appointment in the morning. What's up? What's up, bro? So yeah, white king, man. I believe that you were probably on Skid Row, man. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in a tent. You know, a lot of Caucasian people are homeless right now, man. The tides are turning. The tides are turning, man. I was drinking some red wine. That shit is. I like red wine at room temperature. That's what I was drinking. Here you go. Nah, man. We the original Americans, homie. We the ones. See, my people, black people, White King, we the ones who taught the Egyptians how to build pyramids. We was over here in America. We already had pyramids. My people are the descendant of the Anunnaki. See, you wouldn't know nothing about that, white boy. What Rick Ross say? what Rick Ross say? White boy. White boy. We are we taught the Egyptians how to build those pyramids. That's why the white people don't want us to be. They don't want us in the Grand Canyon. They don't want us to go in the Chattanooga mountains out there in Tennessee and Memphis and all that. Because yeah, we built this shit. We built it, homie. So white boy. White boy. Yeah, y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all stole. Y'all was manipulative. Y'all came with a lot of diseases. See, the problem with white people that came from over there in Europe, white boy, it wasn't that y'all necessarily was able to just conquer everybody. Y'all didn't just beat everybody and take nothing. What y'all did do is y'all was real nasty motherfuckers. I told you, we taught y'all how to bathe. We taught y'all, but y'all was still filthy animals. And when y'all came around other people, y'all was so filthy that even a handshake would spread mass disease and it would kill off mass people. One thing you got to understand is even the handshake, that shit is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You walk up on a random man and y'all say, hey, how you doing? And you put your palm in his palm is disgusting work. But white people created the handshake, and that's how they passed diseases off. That's how they gave so many people diseases. So white boy, listen to me. A lot of the times it wasn't y'all conquering or colonizing. Y'all was just so nasty that y'all gave out so much disease that y'all just basically killed off, the majority of the population off of giving a handshake. And one thing I learned in due time and with knowledge and wisdom, I don't shake hands. I'm gonna give you a fist pump like this. When the white boy hold his hand out and say, "How you doing, sir?" and he try to put that palm in my hand, I say, "Nah, give me a fist pump. Keep it closed. I don't want to touch your dirty palms, homie. I don't know what a white boy would do some shit like this. Oh, how you doing, sir?" That's what that's what the that's what the white boy gonna do. He gonna, how you doing, sir? You wanna give me a handshake there? Go ahead and shake my hand right there, boss. So I can give your ass the goddamn plague. So I can give your ass the black plague and kill everybody. How you do, sir? Yeah, I don't shake hands with the white people, nigga. White boy, keep your hands to yourself, man. What you mean? What you mean? Oh yeah. Well, I'm on his head. No Diddy. I'm on his head. I'm on the white boy head. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. But nothing like a blight. But nothing like when the Caucasian man came around. Nothing like when the European came. When the European, I think was it Christopher Columbus? It was one of those guys, right? Them travelers. He said when he first came to South America, it was Indians. He called them Indians, but they was because he reminded them of the indigo people, real black. They were real black. And he said it was a lot of them. It was hundreds of thousands, millions of them. So he left, he went back to Europe, and he told the people in England and Europe and all that, hey, this is what I saw over there in South America. So they got sent back to go to South America with all these boats. And when they came back, it was no people there. It was no people there because they were so filthy that the first time they came, they had gave up some kind of disease and they wiped out damn near half of the rainforest. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't, when a white boy come up to me and a white boy say, "How you do, sir?" I I instantly see this. I feel like the white boy said, "How you do, sir?" And I don't shake. Get a fist pump. Give me the fist pump. I don't want to touch your hand. I won't touch it. Yeah, I don't touch your hand. We not from Africa, white king. See these white people. They think they know what they talking about. They don't be knowing what they talking about. We not African, homie. Yeah, we not African, man. Yeah, white king. He mad. He upset. Man, it's typical Karen. He's a male Karen. You know what I mean? It's the typical Karen. No worries. Yeah, make sure y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all I'm gonna come back down here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We growing organically. It's 2:30. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm fucking with y'all tonight. We locking everything down. See? In a big house, you gotta lock everything down before you lay it down. You gotta make sure everything locked down. You feel me? You gotta make sure everything is locked down. You can't just go upstairs. Make sure everything is locked down. All the lights is off. All the TVs is off. Everything is off. Yeah, I'm American, man. There is no African on this shit. See, what you gotta understand, you don't see no Africans with a full beard. You don't see Africans with a full beard, and you don't see Africans with waves. That's because Africans, we not African. We descendants of the Anunnaki. And you see the Anunnaki, big black men with big beards and waves. Yeah. White boy, I can't call you white king. I got to call you white boy. The same way Rick Ross called Drake white boy. We gonna start calling y'all white boys. All right, white boys. Yeah. No disrespect. Respectfully. White boys, man. You know, get your shit together. Get your goddamn shit together, white boy. I'm gonna light an incense for you right now, white boy. Look at this. Look at this, white boy. Look at this. Look at this, white boy. See how I like that incense? Look at that. Look at that, white boy. Yeah, white boy. You don't like that blackness. You don't like that blackness, do you, white boy? White boy, you don't like that blackness. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, white boy, and next time I go live, I'm gonna make sure I bring you, I'm gonna put it in position so I can bring you up. But you gotta be subscribed to the channel so that when you see the notification, you can make sure your white ass get into the live chat, and then I'll bring you up. All right? But until then, you know, don't worry about it. I got a lot of shit for you, white boy. Jesus Christ, white boy. You came up here. We high in the sky, white boy. White boy, we high in the sky. Yeah, we high in the sky, white boy. White boy. We high in the sky. Yeah, the Anunnaki is not from this earth. But they made us in the image of. That's why we run faster. That's why we jump higher. That's why we more stronger. That's why white people have to do so much to hold us back so much because we are of the Anunnaki. They don't want you to know that though. Hold on. White boy, I'm gonna go live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna go live next time, white boy. And I'm gonna bring you up. I'm gonna cuss your white ass out, boy. Say I'm playing. I'm bullshit. White boy. Tired of goddamn going back and forth with your white boy. Tired. Nah, I'm about to meet him. Man, shut your silly ass. Y'all ain't win nothing. Y'all losing right now. Y'all done lost. White boy, y'all done fumbled America. Them people coming to get y'all ass. Y'all out of here. The higher ups and the elites know by 2035 y'all will be damn near extinct. White women having babies with black. Yeah, every baby, y'all babies is mixed. I'm gonna put Martin on.
Shut your silly ass up, wait. I'm about to mute your ass. Yeah, I'm gonna mute this nigga. He talking too crazy. You in time off for 10 minutes, white boy. White boy, just see how I just did that, white boy. I put your ass in time out like a baby, like a child, white boy. Let me show you something, white boy. This the room. This is the master suite. See that, white boy? 'Cause I know you looking. I know you looking, white boy. See that? White boy. I know you looking, white boy. Your ass on time out, but I know you still looking, white boy. That's another picture of boy. That's the boy that taught your ass how to clean, boy. All right. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, white boy. That's all I can tell you. Big salute to everybody that's in the chat, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We had some fun tonight. I think I'm gonna start engaging with y'all like that. I just be dropping the knowledge when I come up here. I get the downloads and I just start giving up the game. But I want to have fun with y'all too. I want to talk shit with y'all, so we gonna do that. We're gonna do that as well. You know. How that don't make sense. I said subscribe to the channel. I also said I like chopping game with y'all. Shit, draw luxury head. What it do? These niggas is up here wildin'. They troll. We having a good time up here, shit, draw. We just bullshitting. Nah, we not. I'm not African, homie. I'm not African. Feel me? You African. What you talking about? You African, nigga. I ain't African. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem now. That's your problem now. You don't know what you. Yeah, you African. I ain't no African, homie. I'm motherfucking African, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep, but I want some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all don't understand when Charleston White be saying that shit. You can't talk loud in your house. Shut your ass up. I can say what I want in my house. I could talk loud. Because I own this motherfucker. I want to get up in the 2 in the morning and get some ice cream. That's what I'm going to do. Get some good ice cream 2 in the morning. Get some good ice cream 2 in the morning. Yes, sir. You telling me? Hey, look. I put white boy on timeout for 10 minutes, so he'll be back. He'll be back. But for right now, No, this just straight chocolate. I don't like the mixed ice cream. I just like chocolate ice cream, straight chocolate ice cream, creamy chocolate. All right. Yeah, I put him on time off for 10 minutes. This shit is crazy. Yeah, I just like it straight chocolate, man. You feel me? Yeah, I know that. I know ice cream. You know, I eat it every now and then. Nah, I ain't gonna eat no whole gallon. But yo, you gotta understand some art. Everything is bad for you. Let me tell you the secret. Do everything in moderation. Do you know what moderation mean? You know what moderation mean, Art? Nah, I'm not gonna brush my teeth. I'm going to get my teeth cleaned tomorrow morning. I got a dentist appointment in the morning. That's enough. Yeah, I got a dentist appointment in the morning, so I ain't about to clean nothing. I'm gonna let them clean them for me. Ah. Moderation. Do everything in small increments. So he said that the ice cream wasn't good for me. But as long as you don't eat too much of the ice cream at one time or at any time, and you just eat it in small bits, small pieces, small portions, you'd be all right. Old head told me that. I was talking to a dude one time in Martinsville, Virginia, that was 106 years old. And he told me to do everything in moderation. That's how you lived. Because I asked him, what was the secret? How did he live? How did he live to be 106 years old? And he told me, youngster, I do everything in moderation. He told me he said, you young people don't understand that you overdo everything. That's why y'all die so early. And I always remembered that. I went upstairs to the master suite. You see that? I told y'all the higher ups and the elites are playing chess at all times. So guess what? I'm playing chess every day. Yeah, we in the master suite. You know, it's a whole living room right here. Whole living room right here. See that? You see that? Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to the Realest. You always start with a pawn. And first move, always a pawn. Always. He said, do I rap or something? Yeah. Y'all niggas is crazy. Granny crib, niggas is weirdos. I deserve so much better. The hate, you know, you gotta understand something, man. You can't be great without the hate. Hey, listen, man. You can't be great without the hate. Always remember that. You can't be great without the hate, homie. Granny house, niggas. You crazy, nigga. This is big dog shit. No doubt. Well, listen, Isaac, man. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you get the notification on the next live. And if I see you on the next live stream, Isaac, I give you that game. I give you that game. Black Kings, for man. Black Kings. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got no socks. Philly, I ain't got no socks on right now, nigga. Fuck, I look like having socks on with a robe. You a silly. You silly, cuz. You came to the right place, though. So listen, man. Salute to all 165 people in the chat. I'm about to eat my ice cream, then I gotta go to sleep, man. I gotta get up early. So that I got a dentist appointment. But after I get done with my dentist appointment, I'm going live. We gonna tap in early in the day. We going up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you lock into the channel. This is Grown Man Business TV. Make sure you subscribe. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Gang.